and today we're going to be unboxing this HomePod Mini. So I got, I actually don't even need this unboxing knife. As you guys can see here, it actually does have this pull tab. So I'll use this pull tab to pull this up and around. And we can see a little bit of the HomePod, as you guys can see here. Keep it going. Almost there. Alright, so this is actually a pretty smart idea. So they have it wrapped around the middle, as you guys can see, so that now I can just go like this. And like this. And now it is out of the packaging. So it's actually a really smart idea by them. So I give them an applause. There'll be an applause effect here, so applause. And so then we have the actual HomePod Mini itself. So I got the white edition to match with my white table, and with the gray desk it gives a bit of an accent. So this is what the top of the box looks like with the colors. Then on the front here we have, just says Mini, and then this is a side view of what the HomePod looks like, and then again the HomePod Mini thing, and again what the HomePod looks like from the side. Now I'm trying to see, I know that most of their packaging is like eco-friendly and like it's easy to open with the pull tab, like they did on the packaging right there. I know on the new iPhones you don't even need a knife, but this looks like the old plastic, so I'm a little disappointed at that. But I will take my unboxing knife and just cut in here on the sides so that we can get it unboxed. Alright, so gonna throw the unboxing knife off to the side as well as this plastic. And so here it is. Now we can unbox this HomePod Mini. Alright, here we go.
2 hours later.
Alright, there we go. So this is it. This is the HomePod Mini. So it does actually have the cable that's built into it is actually attached to it. This is a non-removable cable, as you guys can see right there. But it does come with this really nice braided cable. It's actually very nice, as you guys can see. I guess this is what you're paying your $100 premium for. Seems as though this has come undone a bit, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. And so it's actually relatively small and pretty light. I don't have the regular HomePod. I've seen it before, but I don't own one, so I can't really compare it to that just yet. Then also inside the box we have our HomePod Mini. It looks like a quick start guide. So this just shows you how to set it up. So we'll get that going in a minute. Just some paperwork, and then of course we do have the famous Apple sticker. Now I do wonder if with the HomePod Mini, I do know on the Macs they give you a space gray one. If you get a space gray Mac, I don't know if on the HomePod Mini they do the same thing, but I got a white one, so I do get a white sticker. And then something that was actually not super expected is actually they throw in, I believe this is a 20-watt power adapter. Yeah, so 20-watt power adapter, pretty nice. So I'll take the plastic off of that. So that's pretty much it that's in the box, so we can toss it off to the side now. Alright, so now we can take off the quote-unquote cable tie that Apple uses, which is just like a piece of cardboard. So now we can actually plug it in. So I will plug this into my wall. But before we do that, though, we have to do the satisfying peel. So there we go. We got the nice Apple logo on the bottom here. So I put this down, and so I'm just gonna plug this into the wall, and we'll test it out. Alright, so when you first plug it in, it will make that noise, and then as you guys can see on my screen, it will say Apple Music and Privacy, so I'll just press on Continue. So I'll press on Setup. So to set up HomePod, sign in with your Apple ID, so I can do this later. And so now I will scroll down until I find Jake's room and press on Continue, and Siri can recognize my voice, and so it will also do personal requests when it does know my voice. So I'll use this device when I'm doing my location. So if I'm near the HomePod, if I'm with this phone and I say, hey, read my messages, then Siri will read me my messages. So it does have Siri for everyone. So I'll agree, and so I'll transfer my settings. So it wants me to center the HomePod in the frame. So there must be some sort of code that it says. Oh, there we go. Very loud. Okay, so it gave me the...
I'm Siri. Welcome to HomePod. You can't tell, but I'm waving. To get my attention, say, hey Siri. Let's get started. Say, hey Siri, what can you do?
Alright, so it's all set up, so now I'll do, hey, what can you do? Hey, what can you do?
I can do lots of things, like turn on the lights, tell you about the weather, and set a timer. Now you try. Say, hey Siri, tell me the news.
Hey, tell me the news.
Here's the latest news from NPR.
Not really hearing any news.
Uh-oh, there's a problem. Please try again.
Oh, thank you for telling me that there's a problem. Alright, so now I'm going to go into Spotify.
One moment.
And I'll just...
Okay, here's Apple Music 1. Sorry, there was a problem with Apple Music.
Alright, so now I am going to open up Spotify. And so I'll start playing some music on my phone, and then I will get it transferred to the HomePod. Alright, so give me 1 minute. So we'll do this song. So as you guys can see, it is playing on my phone. I'm actually recording my mic into it, so you guys aren't able to hear it. But as you can see, it does say transfer to HomePod at the top here. So as you can see on my phone, so I'll bring my phone and I will tap it on the HomePod.
Feel like a pit on the mat in the middle, spaghetti roll. Feel like a pit on the mat in the middle, spaghetti roll. I know there's a lot.
Alright, so that was not a great example of it. I think it's still a little buggy, so I will have to keep testing it. So I'll try it in another minute to get it to just when I tap it should start playing on the HomePod. So just like that, it had transferred back. If I put my phone somewhere else, sometimes it will transfer back to the phone. And then when I go up to it and tap it, or when I even get this close, it will transfer back to my phone. And then I'll go again here, and now it is on the HomePod. So I actually think that is pretty cool, and it's actually pretty fast. I think the first time it was just still setting things up on the HomePod. So I'll do this, and so now it's back on my phone. Again, you can't hear it because I have my mic plugged in. And then I'll go like that, and then it does start playing again. Hey Siri, skip this song. Alright, so Spotify integration is not built in yet, which is one of the downsides for me. I'm a little upset about that. but I am hoping that it will come in a software update soon. I heard that it was still on Spotify about doing that. So yeah, that's what I heard. It's still on Spotify to say if they want to do it or not. So as you guys can see on my screen, this is what it looks like inside the Home app. So I'll have my phone to it, so it will start playing it. So as you can see, it is playing from my iPhone to Jake's room, and we can turn up and down the volume on here. And then we can also create, it looks like alarms, so this will wake me up in the morning, which is pretty cool. You gotta be careful if you're sitting like too close and you keep moving your phone like this, like it just transferred to me again. So just keep that in mind. Obviously you have to be within like this range, and I'm in this small space, so that's why, but just keep in mind that it will be very close. Okay, so I am now going to do a sound test. So I'll pull up a song on my phone, and then we'll see how loud this can go. Alright, so now that we're in the app, so it goes up pretty loud, and the lowest volume is also pretty good as well. So it's still playing. As you guys can see, it is at like the smallest volume that it can go. And so that is like around the max volume right there. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, and as you guys can hear, I'll turn it up again for a second. The bass in it is actually very good for this small form factor. So yeah, so the bass in there, you can definitely hear it, and it's pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with that. So now I'm gonna go and grab my Google Home Mini that I have, and then I also have an Alexa over here. So I'll take the Google Home Mini as well as the Alexa, and we'll test out the sound between all of them. So I'll be back in a minute, but for you guys it'll be about a second. Okay guys, so I'm back. So I have a song pulled up here on my iPhone 10, and so we do have a Google Home Mini as well as my HomePod Mini that I just unboxed, and then we also have an Amazon Alexa right here. So now, right now I'm connected to the Google Home, and then I'll switch to the HomePod Mini and then to the Alexa as well. So this is what the HomePod Mini sounds like. So it's actually not too bad, the sound quality on that. It's like pretty decent. I think that the bass on the on the HomePod Mini will sound better than this, but that's just my opinion. So now I'm gonna switch over to the HomePod Mini.
Sorry, the music stops and your Wi-Fi account is used on another device.
Yeah, so you can definitely hear more of a bass in there. It definitely sounds better than the Google Home Mini. Alright, so then now this is what my iPhone sounds like. Obviously not that good, but now we can switch over to the Amazon Echo. So the bass on this definitely sounds definitely better than the Google Home Mini. I wouldn't say it's as good as the HomePod Mini, but it is pretty close, which is pretty cool and nice. But this is also, if you look at the prices, they're probably roughly around the same price. And it looks like I can actually pause and play the music on my iPhone that is playing on the Alexa from the Google Home Mini. So if I tap here, you'll see it actually pauses it on my device, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so I'll switch it back to the HomePod Mini again, because it definitely sounds better on here. It feels like it fills the room more, and there's definitely more bass in there. So out of the three, obviously this sounds the best. Then again, this is $30, or $40. So the price difference, I don't know if it's that much for you. Also, another price difference between these is in actual smart home appliances, I guess you could say. So like some of the smart switches that you can buy for like $20 or $30 only work with Google and the Amazon Alexa, and not with Apple. The ones that work with Apple are definitely more expensive. But if you guys would like me to make a video, this is a software called HomeBridge, where you can actually take the devices that work with Google and Alexa and actually port them over so that it does work with your Home app, and obviously with the Google Home, not with the HomePod Mini. So that way you can say, hey, turn off Jake's light or whatever, and then it will turn off my light. So right now it only works with this, and my light switch is not technically supported. But as you guys can see, let's see if I go into here. None of them are responding right now because there actually is my iPad, which is the Home Hub, isn't plugged in, it's not charged. But as you guys can see, I do have like my security panel is on here, which is actually from ADT, which is technically not supported, as well as my garage door is also not supported, but it actually is on here. So if you guys do want me to make a video on how to do that, make sure to drop a comment down below, and also make sure to drop a like. Okay, so now for the $1 million question. Should you buy the Apple HomePod Mini? So my answer is yes. I would definitely pick one of these up. Just the continuity, especially if you have an iPhone that you can just walk up to it and tap your iPhone, or you don't even have to tap it, but you can come close to it and it will transfer music playing on your phone to the HomePod, and vice versa. I think is just like great that you could walk around your house. And there actually is a feature, I won't demonstrate it in this video, but I believe there is a new feature where actually if you walk, let's say I walked from this room to another room and I was listening to music on this HomePod Mini and I walked into another room, it would actually take the music from this HomePod Mini and actually put it onto that one. So let's say you're cleaning your house, you're vacuuming, and you go from the living room to the kitchen or whatever, the music will actually automatically switch from one room to another if you have multiple ones of these, which I find extremely cool. And another feature that also works if you have multiple of them is the intercom feature, which again, Google has this, and I'm not sure if Alexa does, but I know Google has it, that you can intercom to different rooms, which is pretty cool. And then my favorite part though is that I can ask Siri to add something to my calendar, remind me of something, check my notifications, check my messages. So I can just be like, hey, remind me to upload my HomePod Mini unboxing video later tonight.
Okay, add it to today's reminders.
So then later today, Siri will remind me to upload this video, which is pretty cool. So as you guys can see, I'm now in the reminders app, and immediately it says upload my HomePod Mini or unboxing. I think it means unboxing video. It says today at 7 o'clock, so it's sometime later tonight. So I'm really impressed with that. That was actually like really fast. I'm psyched to have one of these. And so yeah, I would definitely pick one of these up. Again, they're $99. You can get it in this color, or you can get it in the space gray version if it matches your room a bit better. And another feature that also works with these is if you do get two of them, you can set them side by side and actually use them in stereo mode. They will do a stereo pair, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this is the HomePod Mini. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as the subscribe button and that little bell notification icon right next to that. And I'm Jake, the Tech Professor, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.